Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. And today we're going to talk about VEO 3.1. All right guys, welcome to the Sketch Lab. Well, before we get started, I have a big announcement that I have started my own creative studio called Grainhouse. And it's something that I've always wanted to do. And we basically create short films, commercials, music videos. And so that's some of the things that we're going to be working on and currently working on an original show that will be coming out next year exclusively on YouTube. And it's called Nebulon. And it's a little bit of a mockumentary style of a actor who got a big role to play a superhero. And so here's a clip, check it out.
Sometimes I think Nebulon lives in all of us. Yeah.
So am I supposed to look heroic or constipated?
Playing Nebulon really makes you think about power, like emotional power, deep stuff.
Watch Nebulon, coming soon to Grainhouse Plus. You hungry?
Oh my God, yes!
Let's go!
All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that clip. You can see the full trailer on the channel and also on the Grainhouse YouTube channel. So I will leave the links down below. All right, guys, so we're going to check out VEO 3.1. And right now I'm using KREA, which is my go-to platform for a lot of my AI creative work. So we're going to test this out. Now, I know that it's a bit pricey, and I heard that actually they're going to bring the price down. So hopefully they'll bring that price down soon. So that's my biggest gripe about this, is how expensive it is. And it's probably one of the most expensive video generators out there, but it is amazing. It's really powerful. So I hope that you guys get to play around with it. I know that there's a lot of promo going around for you can use VEO 3.1 for free or at a lower price. KREA at the time had a discount, was half price on using the model. So take advantage of those and just play around with it and get used to it. And hopefully the price will be lower and so that it's more sustainable. All right, guys, so we're gonna play around with this scene here, and it's my all-time favorite, Solid Snake. And I know we're all waiting for a live action Metal Gear Solid, one of my favorite games of all time. I love Hideo Kojima, one of my favorite game creators. And so we're gonna play around with one of these frames here that I created. So here, I'm gonna upload this. All right, guys, so I have uploaded the image, and over here, so I'm just doing a start frame. There is an end frame that you can do, but we're gonna focus on start frame. And so it also has audio, so you can actually add dialogue to the characters in your video. You can turn that off if you don't want to. There is a 720p or 1080p. I'm going to stick with 720p, and then you have up to 8 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste my prompt from ChatGPT. All right. So I have copied and pasted the ChatGPT prompt here. So cinematic close-up of a soldier crouched in the jungle, gripping his rifle as the camera pushes through the flickering beams of light. He lets out a quiet sigh, eyes locked forward, tone low and sardonic as he mutters, "Hey, stealth was optional, right?" So that's something like probably Snake would say. All right, so we'll go ahead and generate that. And let's see what happens. All right, guys, so I came up with 2 generations, and so here's why. So the first one is more of like a live action realistic look. I kind of wanted to more like a ultra realistic CG cinematic shot. So it gives it that CG quality. So let's compare here. So here's the first one.
Stealth was optional, right?
So that came out pretty dope. So here's the other one. And you can kind of see the difference here.
Stealth was optional, right?
So it has more of that CG look, which I really love. So I don't know, I just like that look. I wanted to make it look like a cutscene from a game or a full CG film of like Solid Snake, Metal Gear. So that'd be kind of cool. So let's try another shot here. All right, so here is the other generation here of the other scene. And I wanted him to say, "Colonel, can you hear me?" And the Colonel on the speaker, you can hear him say, "Loud and clear, Snake," but it did it backwards. So I had to fix that and make it more obvious in the prompt. But here's the first one.
Colonel, can you hear me? Loud and clear, Snake.
Okay. And as you can tell, it also removed the suppressor for some reason. So that's something that I would have to include in the prompt to leave the suppressor on the actual handgun. So here's the second one, which I liked. And he's, check this out.
Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Wow, that was amazing.
That's incredible. That's really cool. So in this one, it kept the suppressor on the weapon, and it did get rid of the mullet haircut. So I would have to add that to the prompt as well. So, but yeah, so this is what I mean. VEO is really, really impressive. I mean, yes, it's expensive. I mean, it's eating up my credits like crazy, but it's really amazing. So let's do another one here and something more 2D animated. So let's do another one here. All right. So this time we're gonna do a start frame and end frame. And so I have this 2D drawing of a king, and I created a transition prompt and of this 2D animation that I want to create. So let's give it a shot. So so down here, all you need to do is click start frame, upload your start frame, then end frame, upload your end frame. I'll keep the audio on, and 720p is good enough, because you can always upscale these to, 1080p using a Topaz Labs or other upscalers out there. And we're gonna just leave it at default 8 seconds, and we'll go ahead and generate that. All right, guys, so here's the start frame, end frame. And I made a mistake on the first one, and the reason is I asked ChatGPT to make a transitional prompt, and the end frame was my start frame, and then my start frame became my end frame. So that got confused. So here's the result of that.
Mercy is for men with weaker thrones.
So that got weird, and the chair went down. So you get like some weird effects. So that was wrong. So I had to correct it. And so here's the result.
You will be exiled from my kingdom forever and ever.
So that came out pretty good. So what I would need to do is for it to be consistent, for it to be more consistent, is that I need to add that throne behind his head, and in the end frame it doesn't have that. So that was my mistake. But overall, I mean, the result is amazing. It can handle 2D animation really well. So here's the other one. This is just a start frame, one frame, and just have him just looking at the camera here.
I gave you everything, and you repay me with treason. I gave you...
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So the style is consistent, and so if you have a specific style, whether it's 2D animation style, 3D animation, it holds the style really well. And you can probably remove the music, so you can just say just dialogue, no music, and it'll probably give that to you. So yeah, this is a really powerful tool, really powerful video model. So, but you got to use it wisely. It eats up your credits quite a bit.
I declare bankruptcy!
So just be careful and use Chat. I highly advise you use ChatGPT to give you really good prompts so that you can just do 1 or 2 generations and then that's it. So this is not the type of model where you can just do iterations after iterations. You really gotta make sure your prompt is tight, and you know, that's the way to do it. So if you guys have any suggestions, please leave it down below. I would love to hear from you, what you would like to see in the future, and I will be do my best to make that happen. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell button to be notified of the latest and greatest of the Sketch Lab. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one.